Hey, it's me, Virginia. Just saying hi from the Bighorn Basin out here in Wyoming. Wanted to record a quick video. Shall sit upon this rock. Beautiful art. Lichen. So we just keep showing up consistently. And instead of our consistency being to any specific thing, our consistency is to the moment. Our consistency is to just being present. That's what we're consistent in. And life, capital L, the movie of life, keeps throwing all these specificities at us, saying, will you consistently show up and be present for this too? And I think about this also, it's the difference between love itself, capital L, and the things that we love that are just in that substrate of love. And what we want is the thing itself. We want love, capital L, L-O-V-E. We want love. We want God. We want unity. We want oneness. And the way that we achieve oneness isn't by, it's not about the specific thing that we think we love. It's about being in love and giving that to and receiving that from everything we specifically encounter. When we think that we need certain things to activate this feeling of love inside of us, we're putting that outside of ourselves. It's an activation of the feeling of love that we consistently bring to every moment. And I mean, I find that synonymous with presence. And it's like all these things get brought to us asking, and will you love this? And will you bless this? And will you accept this exactly as it is? And if you're not seeing it as something that you can love, then ask to be shown, because you're just not looking at it right. Because there is love in everything, because love is the substrate that we're all in together. And so the feeling of love is when we feel our oneness. That's really what love is. And it's capital T truth in that way, because we are all one. We energetically know this. Energy can be neither created nor destroyed. As it was in the beginning, is now, and never shall be. It's all one great substrate. And when we act from that place, from that eternal, timeless truth in every temporal moment, which is if I know that I'm one with everything, really know that, and am keeping conscious of that, I'm going to treat it lovingly, because it's me or God and both. And that, all those fairy tales about encountering God or some God in a beggar or in a toad or a prince and a toad, etc. That's kind of the idea. You really are meeting God. You really are meeting the capital L love you're looking for in every scene, in every moment, in every situation, in every relationship. Are you accepting it? Are you welcoming it? Are you showing up consistently and saying yes, this too, yes, this too? And just like in a relationship with animals, then, where, and this includes us and our animal bodies, which is essentially what our human bodies are. But it makes me think of horses, or it makes me think of humans. At first, if it seems like, well, we've been hypnotized by the fucking nightmare that we think is real life, or, just have a lot of trauma that we're still carrying, that we think we have to carry with us, that we've been trained to carry with us, that, etc. Whether animals or people, they'll kind of show up dissociated in this rote kind of place. They have these rote stories that they tell, these rote mechanisms that they do. You can kind of see that they're just not quite there behind their eyes. And it's just a state of, nervous system dysregulation, whether fight or flight or freeze or fawn. But it's so cool when you, and whether you get to see this person or this animal one time or, get, at which I believe, every moment has eternity in it. So everything can change in just a moment. And by change, I mean reveal the truth of unity. Anything that's blocking that can always disappear in every moment. And like being in space and time, it can be so cool to consistently show up in a relationship like, hey, I'm going to be fully present with you every time that I'm with you, and practicing total non-judgment, practicing curiosity, practicing surprise, practicing just showing up with love, essentially. I'm literally, when I'm around you, horse, human, tree, reflection in the mirror, video on YouTube, I am going to act from the consciousness that I know that we are one. And in that feeling is love. And I offer that to you and I receive that from you. And it can just be so cool to see the character, the personality, the freedom, and also the peace and gentleness. Like a deep sigh or, being silly or whatever, come out in people and animals that is spontaneous. And I guess what I'm trying to say in this is that I think when we keep presently showing up, teaching ourselves or like practicing ourselves, showing up present for every moment, life starts opening itself to us in the same way. And I'm not sure like whether, chicken or the egg, it's like it, even with people and animals, I guess it's because we're such a reflection of each other. It's like, were they shut down before, or was my perception shut down, or both? Has the world always been offering me these incredible miracles and surprises and things that I never would have expected? Like this authentic spontaneity every moment. And I was shut down to it before. Or is it, I guess it doesn't really matter how you look at it, because it's also like, was it more of a case of just the world and I developing that relationship, and then the world is like, I don't think so though. I think just love gives freely, or the world gives freely, and it's just like, yeah, this has all been here. But because you decided to start showing up persistently and consistency with constancy of capital R relationship, which is relationship with every single moment, all that is in my awareness, rooted in unity, versus, some little R relationships are interesting and meaningful to me and some other ones aren't. Some moments are really meaningful and other ones aren't. Like sometimes, or if it's to a human or an animal, sometimes I'm going to show up for you and be really present and really kind. And sometimes I won't. That's not really it. And it's okay. Like every moment is a new eternity. So we always, are forgiven and start over and drop that shit. But man, it's worth it, I guess is what I'm saying. That's how I feel in my relationship with life and each moment. And also how I've been feeling in my horse, human, dog, animal relationships. Just seeing this beautiful spontaneity and confidence in being received seem to come out in the expression that I'm receiving. So again, a lot of this, I'm deep in A Course in Miracles, and a lot of this is coming from that. I'm going to go now. Thanks for being here. Talk to you later.